From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Swift. They'll take this forward for about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Another run here. Another run by Swift. Into space. And he's in. What a drop. Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs, and now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
Santos to add the point after. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
He'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
That's Harrison in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's the toss as they look to run. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder.
And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
start on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want his defender to return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got it. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Hewitt forward for maybe a yard. Xavier Woods there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third down, they'll go with the counter to try to pick it up. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down. 1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This is caught 2. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this game.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 39 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. Bears 6-yard line.
Here's second and 3 to go. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Vikings. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dallas Turner on the stop.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8.
Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback, seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Brings up second and 9. At the Vikings 45-yard line.
Vegas! Touchdown!
Williams to throw on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Yards to go.
Throwing again, Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a run on first down. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. McCarthy to the air on second down. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on second down. Williams to the outside. A catch made by Moore. And he's out of bounds, marching down right at the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Now here's second and goal.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the goal line and in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by 7. 28-21. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. I think he knew in the back of his his head, Mike. He had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third, they need 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the give, it's Swift. He's to the 10. And he will score again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown there. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game on incentives for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. He'll find his man, Nicole Hartnett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At the 57-yard line.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Williams. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Vikings. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Very good, very good. What is up?
Throwing on first down, it's Williams.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. On the give, here's Smith. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
What is up?
4th quarter begins on the ground with Smith. And he is going to have a Bears first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Ogunze on the out. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Yo, Ogunze, touchdown, Chicago. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
42. Vikings 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. On the move left. Taking off, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up into Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's caught! And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Flushed to his left. Off he goes.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
Receiver carries on the end around. On the stop. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Minnesota. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. Williams. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown Bears.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Brought down back at the 32.
They'll run on second down, and they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be third down. McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is second down and 5. They'll stick to the ground.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Third and 7.
Big play coming up. 3rd and 7. And the crowd on their feet. They'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That one good for 18 yards. And 2. The 18-yard line.
after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Now, 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. This caught, and this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.